conversation is so boring. Heard about what I hate her, I don't agree. I did it first.
Hey y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Talkz. I'm Ray.
And I'm B.
I think we were supposed to say that first. But whatever. We always mess up the intro. So
Okay.
that's
At least we're not loud.
At least we're not loud. We're working on that. Being country. So I've
That's
been
just who
told.
we is, so we forget to do it sometimes. Oh
well. Okay. And it is what it is. But what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Talkz. So we were gone for last Saturday. We was just taking a break and enjoying our time together and going out and just enjoying the weekend. And I'm actually grateful to have taken a break just because gave me time to just rethink, recuperate, and just a break because we have 10 episodes this season. So last season I think we did 5.
Yeah, about less than that. Yeah, it was less than 10. It was 5.
Yeah, so 10 episodes for a podcast and coming up with ideas is a lot, y'all. And on top of making regular content is just a lot. But
and then we have to record around the baby's schedule because sometimes he may not be feeling it.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to go and sit with his uncles or anything
like that. So I have to work around him.
Work around that, but it's getting better though.
It's getting better. But I'm not gonna compromise or make it an issue.
Yeah,
because his schedule comes first. So yeah. But we're working through it, you guys. We have 4 more episodes.
Yep, 4 more episodes.
We are on episode 6.
Yes.
And we are just moving along through these episodes.
Ticking along.
And I feel like this theme has been very grown-up-y.
Yes, it's better than last season. It was more relationship geared, and stuff like that. So this is more
a mixture, real world,
and real. So
yeah. Also, if you guys hear my son's talking in the background or his show, we're not turning it off.
Yeah.
So, but today we're gonna be talking about tax time and the tax police. And knowing when to leave a job or a toxic work environment.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people can relate to these topics. So, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys support the channel. Comment down below. Like, share with your friends. And follow us on Instagram. The link will be down below.
Yep. And we last time welcome all of our out of town guests or our guests that's not from here, that's from other countries.
No, we don't. I don't think we ever do that.
Okay, well,
I know I don't do it in any of my vlogs.
Oh, you know, well, maybe I should do it.
No, maybe I should start doing it. Welcome, let's take time. First of all, make sure y'all check out the podcast on all the other stations. We are on Spotify for podcasters.
Yes,
we are on Spotify. Okay. It's just Spotify. Okay. It's not even called for podcasters.
Oh, okay.
But and we also have a regular channel for just the podcast. So if you don't want to watch any of my other content, I do have a channel for just the podcast. But if you're interested in my vlogs, which you should be, then
because they're funny sometimes.
You should check them out. But let's go ahead and welcome all of our new subscribers and our out of
we have
state.
We have out of
state.
I'm drawing a blank. We have listeners over in Europe.
Europe,
Africa,
the UK. Is that part of Europe?
UK, whatever it is. It's
UK,
it's
Europe.
Not in the US of A. Okay, we have our
South Africa. That's so cool. When I checked that, I was like, what? Yeah. Japan. I was like, oh my goodness. Welcome, y'all. I didn't even think my videos reached that magnitude. And it's not even just my vlogs. It's the podcast. So I was just it is my vlogs too, but it's the podcast as well. That is so amazing. So welcome. And I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast as much as we are making this content for y'all. So did you accidentally turn it off? It's not supposed to blink. All right, y'all, we're back. We had to charge the microphone. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
But so we're gonna be talking about tax time, the tax police, and when to leave a job. And I think I said that, but just in case I didn't. So for me, I feel like when it comes to tax time, I feel like it's a blessing for average day people like us. You get up and work, you work a 9 to 5. You're not a entrepreneur making 6 figures, and
you don't have 2 incomes. in the house.
Yeah, you don't have two incomes.
Or you're not, and I'm not talking about the ones that work half the year so they can get a little something and have all these dependents where they can claim all these dependents and grab all this money and use it poorly. No. I'm talking about those of us that actually got to work all year. And we make a little bit too much to get any type of assistance.
Yeah.
And we're not, and the money that we do make is not enough now because of all the inflation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now the middle class are, the lower middle class are now lower class and all of the things.
Yeah.
Like that. So
it's not even the middle class anymore. It's either you're poor or you're not. You're not.
So when tax time roll around, it gives us a lump sum of money to take care of the things that we necessarily couldn't
truly
take
get
care
things
of throughout
done.
the year.
Yeah.
So
I feel like with the regular paycheck, it's just not cutting it anymore.
It's not. It's just enough for bills and do a little savings
and barely even a savings.
Yeah, and
like because with the savings, you have to tap into that. And then with the grocery bill becoming so high, it's just
it's ridiculous.
That's a bill in itself.
That's a bill in itself. It is.
So
and some people take their money and plan a trip for the family, and that's fine. Right. Every year, if you can only go on a trip once a year trip, that's fine. That's something to look forward to, and that's fine. Everybody's not able to go on multiple trips.
Yeah,
because they have a large family or whatever the case may be.
And like I said, tax time for the average person that works a 9 to 5 and whatever, that's like your hood rich moment. Like you said, like planning a trip, or I see some YSL perfume that I want to go buy, and I'm going to go buy that, or doing something for your child that you probably wasn't able to do. And I feel like people clown those type of moments, and they always be like, oh, well, look, she got her, she thinks she all that because she got her taxes.
Well, that's because I am.
I am. I am.
I am.
Oh, why not? Why not feel like I'm all that? Like throughout the year, I'm paying bills. I'm working hard. Why not at the end of my year can't I feel like I'm rich in a moment?
Yeah.
Whether I have $200 on my taxes or $800 on my taxes or $1,000 on my taxes, why can't I spend that to my luxury?
Yeah.
I'm not able to do these things at the moment, and until I'm able to feel like throughout the year I'm making tax money, then I'm gonna spend my taxes like I'm big ballin'.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't. I really don't get the tax police, like the tax shaming, the and then it be coming from other people that are in that same boat. But then it's like, I feel like I call it a financial depression. I feel like people only do that when they're financially depressed throughout the year. Sometimes he just be talking to himself, so you just gotta let him get it out. Yeah, that's my son. I hope y'all hear him. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, financial depression. Like I feel like when people look at the next person doing things that are like they consider irresponsible with their tax money, like they'll be like, oh well, she spent money on YSL, but she could have spent that on her getting a car or her getting food for the house or this and that. If you're a person of one, okay, whatever. Yeah. But if you have kids, why not? If I do what I need to do with my tax money, like get the food and stuff, why can't I spend $80 on a perfume or?
Because that's your money as well.
I feel like it's coming out like
just
different.
Yeah, it's your money as well. If you've already taken care of the others, your dependents, and then you have some money left over and you want to go get that $80 perfume, go get it. It's your money as well. Right. You've worked hard for that money. Okay.
So I feel like, let me read it from my notes because I feel like it sounds better from my notes. So in my notes, I put, I think people are way too invested in what others do with their money. And because they're so financially depressed, they have a project, like they project publicly on others. And it's fine to have an opinion, but shame others on what they do with their money. And I'm just talking about like average day person, like 9 to 5 workers or whatever, or people who just need their tax money. I think it's because regular society people, their pockets are hurting. So we watch people get their taxes and judge and be like, oh, the unimportant stuff and da da da. You're not that's people who have financial depression. Yeah. Like if you are financially depressed, you're always in somebody else's pocket business. You're always telling somebody what they should and shouldn't be doing with their money. And that's because you probably wish that you had that certain amount or you were able to do whatever, you were able to get tax money to do this, or you were able to have money throughout the year to do that. And when you don't have that resource, then you just go and attack others for what they
feelings onto others.
Exactly. Like you just go after what they are able to do. And I feel like that's like the wrong way to go about how you feel about not being able to financially do things that you want to do. Like if you're feeling some type of way about the person spending their tax returns on things that you may consider unimportant, then it's probably something you need to do to change your
it might be important to them, but I don't agree with getting a car every year. I do not agree with that, because that's hustling back. It's not even hustling, it's defeating the purpose. You know, how I go get a good car, go to CarMax or something, get your credit cleaned up, go to CarMax, get you a nice car that can last, that's dependable. And so when next tax year comes, you're not spending that big bulk of money on down payment of a car.
Like that, like things like that, like I said, do whatever you want with your tax money. But for me, I'm not going to go and buy a whole new car if I just bought a car last year. That's ridiculous. Continue replacing a TV that's already fine.
It's already working.
Or, keep buying the latest iPhone just because.
That's ridiculous.
Just for me, that's ridiculous, and I'm not going to do that. But,
if we want to get 2 bottles of $80 perfume, then we can do that. Or if we want to go get a bulk of clothes, go buy clothes and shoes, we need to do that, because that's something that we can constantly wear. We need it. And that's the time we can buy bulk items.
Like I said, do what you want with your tax money, but for me, I'm not going to keep replacing things that are fixed, that are fine. Like my phone, I'm not going to replace that. Until it's weebling and wobbling.
Go to Sam's and go bulk up on some of them Sam's groceries. Okay, that's
or
what
go
I'll
to Costco.
Do. Okay, or Costco or something. And go get these bulk items to last you for a couple of months.
Like me, that's what I think about with my tax money. Like, I'm gonna give me some nice things. I'm gonna give me the things that I want, but I'm also gonna think logically. Like, I do need to get maybe a new bra, or maybe I already bought me a new bra, y'all. But this is like hypothetically. Like, give me the things that I just need for myself as a woman. But I feel like if society, just like a regular American or a regular person that's just working, that's not a billionaire or a millionaire or making 6 figures, if we were able to live comfortably and afford food prices and a good paying job that matched living wage, everybody wouldn't be so involved with what everybody's doing with their money, because everybody will be everybody will be winning, everybody will be having that money. But because everybody's not winning, everybody's so pocket watching
and hoping and praying and wishing. Okay?
Exactly. So if we were all able to afford luxury, then we would all not be worried about, she spent $1,000 on a Louis Vuitton. Like you just did, so
Because y'all tax, most people tax, like y'all people that don't get taxes, y'all little tax season is Christmas time and Halloween time, where y'all get to splurge and show out and all that other stuff. Well, other people's Christmas is tax time, so that's why they call it Taxmas.
That's why it's called Taxmas, and that's why we be looking for some taxes. Everybody with your taxes, get up, get the fuck up. Period. So take care of yourself, take care of your family, do those things that you're not able to do. Okay.
Be responsible and just have fun. There's so much going on in the world. Use that money to have fun with it, child.
All right, y'all, we're going to take a small break, but afterwards we're going to be right back with why you should leave that toxic work environment. Like, get the fuck up.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still want to party. Being felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like, Daddy, Stacy, all of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, all of the bodies is bad. It girls, and we can playing tag. Red, but he spank me when I get back. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl, pink Barbie dream house. The way Ken be killing shit got me yelling out like the scream house. Yelling out, we ain't selling out. We got money, but we ain't lending out. We got bars, but we ain't billing out. In that pink Ferrari, we pillin' out. I told Tay, bring the vibe, pillin' out. So cold, we just chillin' out. Baby, yelling out. It's Barbie, bitch, if you still in doubt. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Gabby, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, all of the Barbies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag. We ain't nothing to play about. You wanna play in the playhouse? What they gon' say now? I'm watching these bitches, I'm up in the scene now. Like I'm ready to bend. All the fake Barbies just wanna pretend. Like, don't let me go find me a pen. Wearing lead, now I'm up ready to bend. but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Jazzy, Stacy, all of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, all of the Barbies is bad. It girls. And we can
All right, y'all, we are back. We just had to tend to some little baby business. But so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next topic, and that is when to leave your job and when to know the environment is just too toxic and when to walk away.
When to walk away. Yep.
It's like a relationship. When that relationship when that work environment start getting toxic, it's time to walk out. That's it.
Or when you're on your way to work and your anxiety builds, or you're crying before you get out of the car, or you're going there and you don't have like you're there and you have this look on your face, or this feeling like somebody just died. Baby, it's time to leave. And I know that the ideal way is to find another job before you leave that one, but sometimes you can't do it that way. You just gotta go. Sometimes
it's just too much. Like,
it's just too much.
I've had a few jobs where it's just been way too much, and I will always be like, well, maybe I should wait till I find another job. But at some point, it's like, fuck it. Like, I'm not about to be staying here and you mentally abusing me at this point. And at this point, it's harassment. Yeah, I'm not about to be.
And it's affecting your health. When it starts to affect your health or giving you pains in your chest, headaches, severe depression, or severe anxiety where you feel like you want to die, it's time. Go ahead and walk away.
And a job, like, you should not be feeling like that over a job. Like, one thing a job is not gonna do is make me wanna be overly stressed or overly stimulated, or
especially if you're making $18, $19, $20, $21 an hour. $22 an hour. Absolutely.
And
not.
You know what? To the average single person, that may be a lot to you, but boo, it's really not worth it at the end of the day. Like,
it's for a single person, $18 it seems like you hit the lottery, don't it? Okay, but it's not in this economy. It shouldn't. Okay, it should not, and it should not be worth your. So if you've worked long enough, you can get you can speak to your HR manager, and you can discuss getting unemployment to kind of help you to kind of supplement as you get to your new job, or just already be looking. You should already be looking.
Already have a way out. And with certain jobs, like for me, serving and hosting was never going to be my long-term job. Absolutely not. Always have like a way out. Yeah. I feel like too, like when I be seeing older people like serving and this and that, it kind of, they probably enjoy it. But for me, like, I don't want to be in that situation, like where I'm old and being like, oh, well, let me go and serve and get, because the serving industry and the hosting industry, really the food restaurant industry is just, it's a scam. It may be quick money and it may sound all good, but it's really high stressful. Like, people complain about the stupidest shit.
Oh, yes, they do.
And people think that they're entitled to certain things. Like
entitlement.
It's just this, I'm giving you this so I can treat you this type of way. And for me, that just doesn't work out for me. Like, at one of my jobs, y'all, and this was one of the jobs I left before I found out I was pregnant. This dude, I was a hostess at the time, and first of all, the girl that was supposed to be taking her table, I went to get her several times, and she just didn't make her way to the table. But I feel like because it was just me, maybe it's because I was black, and you feel like you want to boss up to a black woman, I wasn't going to say nothing. But he tried to fight me over her not being at the table. And I don't know if you was trying to shop for your girlfriend or whatever, but bitch, I fight niggas too. So it's just stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and deal with it. And that was the last straw for me. That's what made me not want to be in the service industry anymore, because I get down. Like, I'm not about to sit here and back down to nobody. Yeah. So, and I know how I get. So
and these restaurants need to back their servers.
Yeah, like back us up.
Back them up. The customer is not right. It's not right for a customer to buck at the waitress or waiter.
Exactly. Okay. And the crazy thing is, when I came back to work the next day, I got written up. Like, and I was like, so basically I'm in trouble for him wanting to fight me. I was like, okay, bet. And that's when I had quit. Like, I'm not.
No, you don't have to take none of that. Just because they sit there and take it and he's eating away at your soul and stuff like that. So no,
it's just certain things. That's where I be like, we are on two different levels. Like, you care about this managing job. I really don't care about this job. Like, if you're not going to sit here and back me up, and I was getting almost about to get physically attacked,
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Well, no, that's for servers. I don't make no $2.15. But
because I would have flipped the table all over,
girl. So it's just like, because I was ready to get down. Like I said, I fight niggas. Like what? And then it was another job where it was this. Oh, okay, y'all. It was this job, Little Caesars, and first of all, I don't work at places like that. I always work at like not fast food, but fancy restaurants, upscale, very high end restaurants. So I just did that job because I needed a job at the time, and I was trying to make quick money. And our manager, she was so disrespectful. Like, she was going off on this African guy because she couldn't understand him. That was strike number 1. Strike number 2 was how she talked to the Hispanics at the job, and how she tried to. And the strike number 3, she didn't even train me. Like, she just basically put me on a register and expected me to know what to do. And at that point, I had blew up. Like, I'm not scared to blow up at no manager. I don't care.
Yeah.
I had told her about herself on my last day, and I was like, you want to sit here and abuse all these people? You're not going to abuse me because I'll fight you. Like, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this job. Like, I don't need this job. I don't even work at places like this. Like, the fuck? I was like, you're low budget and you're run down and you're big for no reason. You big. Let me stop. But so I basically went in and I quit, and I told her about herself. Like, that's one thing I am never afraid to do, is to tell a job. Even with the other jobs that I worked at, that's high end, like salons, I will tell a manager about herself. You need to run your establishment correctly, like period, point blank.
And I will leave. You're a manager don't mean you know everything.
Exactly.
Some people get those manager jobs is because of who they know.
Exactly.
Not what they know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I just feel like I know when my time is not wanted anymore, and I know when my energy is not needed. So I'm gonna take my services elsewhere. Yeah. There's plenty of other jobs somewhere else, but I feel like jobs right now are kind of like hard to get because everybody's in high demand of a job.
Yeah.
But jobs will post that they're hiring, but don't hire nobody. Like,
it's like they have to post it for some reason, just for, whatever clicks to get a few, meet some type of quota.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But I know a lot of work from home jobs are in demand. But, if people don't stop telling the world how they get over on the work from home jobs, they're going to take those away too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people like, oh, we get this mouse that moves around every so often, it looks like we're doing work and stuff like that.
Stop telling people that.
Stop telling people that. Stop getting on the internet and saying
and showing everything.
Like
everything don't need to be shown. Everything.
Before, in the next 5 years, these, when people want to profit off the real estate again, they're going to start making everybody come back to work.
Yeah.
Or come back to these buildings and work. So stop doing that. But,
And then with like jobs like receptionist type job or like desk jobs, I feel like jobs really need to start modernizing their workspace. Like, start changing with the times. Exactly. If you're not gonna go the AI route, or you're not gonna go a route where that service is no longer needed, and you're gonna have people physically coming into your building, modernize it. We don't want to be stuck in the box. This is Generation Z. We don't want to be stuck in the box. We don't want to be in a place where there's no windows and there's no vibrancy or no perks to working. Like, if I'm going to be working here, I want Medicaid benefits. I want all the benefits. I want parties. I want a community. I don't want to just be working in a box and just riding my life away. Like, no, open up the windows, get some windows up in this bitch.
Get some air, some natural, not air, but natural lighting up there, so it can liven up the mood of the
workplace.
And of course,
have some fun work events. Like, this is the time for that. Like, have fun work events, have cool technology in your spot. Just modernize it.
Yeah, do something. Instead of people just work. And I know there's a lot of places that I know that do that. They do birthday celebrations. We've
been to galas.
Yeah, we've been to galas. Yeah, galas. We've had
symphonies.
My old jobs, we had symphonies, and we've had personalized a personal chef, a private chef. He'll come and make us snapper and scallops, and
mansion parties, like
all types of stuff
like that makes you like, oh, this is really fun working here. They will give out iPads and MacBooks and this and this,
and you don't have to do these things every month. Some jobs do some every month, and then some do it once a quarter. It don't matter when you do it, as long as your employee has something to look forward to.
Yeah, like if you
want to keep them,
and the pay matches,
what that person is doing.
Exactly.
Okay, because that brings them around down of that particular employee and makes them, that also adds stress because you're overworking them and constantly piling stuff on, but then you don't want to pay them what is
the living wage,
the living wage or what they're worth. And it's not fair. So that it makes that, then you end up losing a good employee. That person begins to slack and not bring their all. Their ideas are coming forward. So eventually you lose that employee. You got to start over again.
Yep.
So by looking for a new employee. So yeah, but if it's the right time to leave and it's costing your health and it's affecting your home life, then just step out on faith and go ahead. Maybe that's God making it uncomfortable for you so He can push you out and put you where you need to be.
Yeah, because nothing is worth your health. Nothing is worth your mental health.
Yeah.
And when you start feeling physically beaten down,
it's not good. It's not good.
I know.
And there are jobs out there where people are actually genuinely happy.
Yeah.
So, not all jobs are horrible. There are jobs out there that people are excited to be at and everything is good. Of course you had your little office chat or whatever, but for the most part, everything is good.
Yeah,
the employees are being treated well. Okay.
Yeah, and then make with the job. If you have a job that you do like, appreciate that job and kind of make it. I like to use this word loosely, but romanticize it. Like if you have an amazing job that you love going to, romanticize it. Wake up in the morning and make it feel like you're in a movie. Have that cup of coffee and that breakfast and you getting dressed up for work. Look your best.
Look your best. Yes.
Feel your best. Look at what is great about your job. Write it out and I bet you'll be like, damn, I have a good job.
Yeah.
Like if you have a good job where you have the benefits and the perks of going to work, appreciate that job because there's people out there looking for it. And then with career changes too, like don't be scared to step out on faith with that too.
Yeah.
Like I'm stepping out on faith and going for my career. I'm not going to say it just yet. But I'm looking to step out and just go for my career path. Like I'm not going to keep going for these little rinky-dink restaurant jobs. Like I'm beyond that.
It's time for you. You're at some point, and I'm not saying that the people that go for that, but for you,
for me,
it's time. Your time has ended with that. It's time for you to take a step above.
Yeah, I've done restaurant for 4.5 years. Like I know the ins and out of the restaurant. Yeah. And it's a scam. It may sound nice for 18-year-old, 17-year-old ready to work.
Make quick money,
but it's easy to be trapped in that lifestyle. Like especially when you're serving and you're making those tips and you're getting that good money.
Yeah.
It's easy to be like, oh, well, I'm going to stay in this. So I don't try to be that. I would look at the people around me and see how they just wasted their life and wasted their years in the restaurant and given to companies, and the companies will fire them over one simple thing or because they want new, younger people in. And people will come in, stab you in the back and not really care. Yeah. So I don't got time for it, y'all. I already got stabbed in my back. Okay. So yeah.
Sometimes it's just time to move on, and like you said, don't be scared to. Maybe the career you're in is not for you anymore, so it's time for you to do a whole nother career.
Yeah,
jump into a whole different sector of the workforce, and that's okay. You can do that,
and that's all about finding yourself too. Like, don't be scared to try different jobs. I was terrified to try the job that I went for when I was pregnant, but I was like, I mean, I might as well because I don't want to keep being stuck in a what if moment.
Yeah.
So I really just went out on faith and just did it. And if I can do it and overcome that fear of working at something new, then you can do it too. Like it may be scary, and trust me, it's for me trying something new with a job. It's very
it is scary. It's intimidating.
It is
very intimidating because you going in, like not knowing, blind to it. And now you got to sit here at the mercy of the person that's training you, and you're kind of slightly pressured to learn this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
but just ask God to guide your hand, y'all.
I mean, look at me. I'm my age, and I'm going to a whole different career. I've been in the admin world for 20 some years, and now I'm about to I'm pivoting to a whole nother world, honey. And that's okay. I'm ready for it because I feel like it's run its course. I've gone as far as I can go in that particular field. So it's, I can't do that anymore. That's because it's turning more into like service. You know, like they're making it into something like that where you have to be serving these entitled, like they're entitled to this and being an in-house this and in-house that. You know, no.
In-house Negro.
Okay. Office maid.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to do that. I went to college. And you're not gonna turn me into no office maid.
Yeah.
So that's why we have building cleaners that come through every hour to clean and all that stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna play with that. Go find you a young person that's gullible. Okay.
And that'll do it.
Okay.
Go get somebody to look at the pay and be like, oh. Okay. Because it ain't gonna be me.
Okay. And they think that the pay gonna be what they think it is, but it's not.
When y'all look at that check and only see $500, go ask yourself why.
All right. When they start tacking on what they really want you to do, okay.
Yeah. Okay. It won't add up with your pay.
It won't add up to it. Okay.
Bye. But yeah, just, you know.
Like, you know, just live. Just make sure you're living your life and don't work to pay bills. That all you're doing is going to work.
Oh my God, y'all. This stupid bitch used to talk about some bitch. You wanted to boss up on somebody, bitch. You admitted to getting a job just to take Ubers to work, you run down ass, raggedy shack ass bitch. Like, who? This bitch, like, girl.
That is ridiculous.
Y'all,
that is absolutely
y'all
ridiculous.
Know she wanted to fight me over, I don't even know what. Like, I don't even remember. But she was a stupid bitch, like a rundown stupid bitch. And she literally said, I got this job just to basically pay Ubers to go to work. Ridiculous.
That sounds like a crackhead.
And it was like up there throwing them gang signs up in my face. Girl, what is wrong with you?
And that's what I mean. You know, people, her ignorance was showing, and she was I don't know what her problem. That's a druggie. She just got that job for a drug.
For her drugs, yeah.
So she made enough to get her drugs and get her to work. That's it. She's a functioning druggie. Okay, that's what that was.
Y'all know I'm not bad, y'all. Whatever.
And those type of jobs, they don't they don't drug test you. I don't think.
No,
because there's no getting past the drug test. I've taken some drug tests and they watch what you bring up in there. So,
But yeah, y'all, we just want to let y'all know, don't settle for less when it comes for a job.
Yeah,
and
I know it's hard. You may have to stick it out. Some people may have to stick it out, and that's fine. If you have to do that, that's fine. But if you feeling like your health is suffering, honey, just go ahead.
And if you gotta stick it out, stand up for yourself.
Stand up, set boundaries,
and stand on them.
Find a small glimmer of hope. Have a way out. If you got to stick it out. Make sure you have an out, something to look forward to. That way you don't be depressed. Sitting there depressed while you're waiting for your out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all. But that's pretty much all I have for this topic. What about you?
That's it. That's all I have.
Yeah, y'all. So make sure you guys subscribe down below. If this topic, got through to you, make sure y'all give it a like. Fuck these jobs. Shit. They need us.
Happy Taxmas. Sure.
And happy Taxmas.
Merry Taxmas.
Spend your motherfucking taxes.
Okay.
Don't be spend your taxes. Stop tax police.
You want to go get a mini BBL? Go get a mini BBL.
Go get a breast lil.
You want some new teeth? Go get some new teeth.
And that's just that. Spend your taxes.
Okay. Do whatever that do
what makes you happy.
Makes you happy. Sure.
And tax police, stop being tax police.
Okay, go sit down.
Alright, y'all. I'm Ray.
And I'm B.
And this was another episode of Talkz. Bye.
Everything disgusting, conversation is so boring. Heard about when I hate her, I don't agree. I did it first, I give a fuck, I just want fun.